Hola amigos, bienvenidos de regreso a MX Disc Golf. I'm Raul Barcelo and I'm here with Luke Samson. We're back for the back nine. How you doing, man?
Doing well, Raul. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, and I can't wait to see what happens here in the final 9 holes of the Straddle the Brazos in WACO at the Beast. It's going to be awesome. These are some of the tougher holes here on this track, so I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, it's we're entered the wooded track here. The first couple holes were all open, and now we're getting into the tougher, tight tunnel shots, and then we finish with the final open hole. It's a really tight race we got here. I'm not really aware of what the score is as I'm playing here, but all I know is, we got Emerson out here, Chandler. You can't sleep on anybody, and the scores can go any way as we finish out here.
Yeah, so actually after the front 9, there's a 4-way tie for the lead between you, Chandler, in the chase card, and then also Emerson and Mickey, who are in the lead card. So it's not really easy for you guys to know what's happening, but there's very tight competition. I don't know, were you aware of where you were sitting at this point?
No, I hadn't looked. I definitely don't want to get in my own way here. I'm just trying to play some golf.
Nice, man.
But yeah, we mentioned Mickey Welsh. She has been a player that's been playing a lot of tournaments out here in the area as well. And another player, I believe, was with Lone Star this year. Is that correct?
I think so. And here on hole 10, you went with a backhand putter, is that right?
Yeah, Reco X.
That was a sweet shot right under the basket. Probably one of the easier holes here, but still pretty tricky with the double elevation there.
Yeah, really just kind of test the ceiling, get up on that upper shelf. Throw it straight. Chandler opting for the sidearm. It's hard to throw a slower speed disc on a sidearm this far away, so he's playing something that's going to have a little more finish at the end of it, and he's going to need to account for that as the disc comes in, be a little more left and a lot more ground play doing that.
You got pretty lucky with that log catching his disc there. Otherwise, I think he would have been pretty far. Freddie getting lucky through those branches there. Wow. That was awesome. He's going to have a look for birdie from the base of that tree. And here Kyle's going to go backhand. See if he can fix his early releases from the first round. Ooh, a little overcorrection.
Yeah, he definitely, that's the first step, I guess, and then find that happy medium. So he's going to have a patent pending stance out of the woods here, or the edge.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, executed really well. It's Anheuser out of the hand.
Easy
Nice
par.
and high.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that even if you don't make it too far down the fairway, you still kind of have a chance to get up and down for your par.
Yeah, we play a lot shorter holes where bogey is more in play just by the amount of – this one is a relatively open hole, but there's a lot of really skinny trees in a lot of the upcoming holes.
Yeah. Freddie cans his putt for birdie. Now, let's see what Chandler can do here. Seems to be having a little problem with his footing there.
Yeah, I was actually surprised he didn't straddle out to the left, but he was able to make do. I guess maybe his line was a little more clear than I thought, but and he makes good. Great putt.
He just needed to find the proper stance, and sure enough, good birdie.
With a poor tee shot, Kyle's able to save his par.
Wow. Last to putt. First to tee, last to putt. That feels good, huh?
Yeah, that shot didn't feel very good.
Oh, no.
But it was a really good kick. And like I was talking about, this is one of the shorter holes that bogey is much more in play for, though.
For sure, yeah. Very tricky hole.
Chandler probably is approaching this tee, licking his chops, knowing that it's a really good sidearm hole.
Also, a lucky result after hitting that tree. Didn't go very far off the fairway, so he's gonna have an relatively easy. And now Freddie with a laced backhand. Wow.
Yeah, that was nice and quick, but he kept it low to the ground, so it didn't get too far on him. It's a great shot.
He got stopped by the base of the tree. Otherwise, it would have been parked. Kyle just a little high left. Not enough room for the disc to do what he intended, so he's gonna be left with that pitch up forehand, and should be able to clean that up. Lots of scrambling for Kyle though.
Yeah, he's gonna have a little bit of a tester and just overstable mid-range there, yarn to get close to the basket. Chandler gonna give it a bid.
Oh yeah, he's not too far off. Oh man, that was just didn't have the height and never had a chance. It's okay. Easy three. Ooh. Kyle's still struggling. This is Freddie to save. Oh no, this is for his birdie. Yeah, he had a great drive.
Yep, lone birdie on the card there.
Very nice.
You see he's got some of his family members following along on the scooter through the woods.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was a good way to see how big the gallery was following the chase card, because at this point they know that two guys are in contention for the win from the chase card. So I think you guys were drawing a little bit of attraction there.
Yeah, it was nice to have a lot of the locals out. This is a family here that I've come to know through a couple putting leagues and a bunch of other people as well. So I love to see it, having people come out and watch.
So this whole 12 par 4, I want to give a shout out to Aaron Gossage, who eagled this whole on camera for us at MX Disc Golf. And you can go back and watch that on this link that I'm going to leave right here.
Yeah, it was a little windy out there. I just tried to keep it on a lot of hyzer so that the wind wouldn't pull it off to the right. And if you throw it in the field anywhere there, you should have a chance to get a 3. Chandler's thinking 2, though. And you really got to – forehand is really the only way to get a 2 on this hole unless you throw it in.
And that is the line for the 2. Whew.
Yeah, that was really
That
nice.
was great. Just a few feet to the left. Otherwise, it would have crawled up towards the basket. That was a great shot.
I think that might have been a warbird, what he's throwing there. One of the newer, or that's one of their older distance drivers, and you know they've been adding a lot more that he's been mixing in their lineup.
Yeah, man, a lot more. It's crazy how many discs they're putting out right now.
Yeah, Freddie's gonna have to do a little work here to get his par back in order, because his second shot left him in the junk on the left, and Kyle as well. So these players are making a little tough work of hole 12 here.
Not enough juice. Still gonna be left with a look there for his 4. This is a beautiful shot.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
It's a little bit of a replay there. That came so close.
Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of in between throwing that and a backhand, so I was happy to throw the sidearm, have a good result there. Just wanted to get as far right of my mini as I could.
Yeah. Freddie with a very, very tough lie. Oh. That was his 3rd. Now this is for his par. This is from across the ravine, in between all the trees. Wow. That was incredible.
That thing got there in a hurry, too. Yeah, it doesn't really look like he's using much legs. It just comes out of there with such power.
Yeah. Very strong arms for our man Freddie.
Strong base too. It's just he's not flexing it. You know, it's just look at that. Love to see it.
Thank you, Raul.
All right, and so here's Chandler's putt for his eagle. Wow, that was so close. I'm sure he wanted that one. All right, drop in birdie for you. Drop in birdie for Chandler there. This is going to be Kyle's fourth shot. Man.
Yeah, this swing had to contest with a couple twigs there. So it's always tough when you have to account for how fast you want to release with hitting something. So
Definitely. Chandler's always bringing a lot of personality to the course, which is amazing. Hole 13, par 3, 216 feet.
yeah, this
Wow,
one.
that's a great shot.
Yeah, I thought I got a little tree direct, and watching it again, I was a little lucky. You can throw this hole a lot of different ways. Backhand is actually, I almost want to say backhand is a higher percentage play for birdie, just because you could just keep it low and flippy. That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I was feeling that sidearm and got a little lucky. Chandler, not as much.
I like this play from Freddie. Putter backhand, straight down the middle. Oh, gets a little over on him to the right. It's going to kick left. Kyle just can't seem to find his rhythm. He's going to be scrambling for this hole as well. Just like Chandler is doing here. Oof.
Yeah, this is one of those shorties where you can just get nasty quick because there's just so many skinny little trees.
Yep. And see, everybody's having to throw from a knee or some kind of scrambly type shot. It says a lot about how rough these roughs are.
Yeah, and a lot of Texas golf too, just in general. There's a lot of those smaller trees out here that don't get too tall.
Yeah.
Chandler not able to get his par, so that's coming in the late stretch. He's probably going to start thinking to himself, I need to get aggressive. Freddie with a good save, and I got a birdie there as well. And
Good birdie, especially when there's bogeys on the card. That was huge. Momentum swing. Yeah, I mean, after 9 holes, you guys were tied, and right now that was a 2-stroke swing, so it's huge.
This is probably top 3 hardest hole on the course.
Oh, definitely. This hole usually has the longest backup for the entire course
Yeah.
for all tournaments played here, so I would say it counts as one of the hardest holes for sure.
This is just looking great.
Wow, what a crazy shot from Freddie.
That was smoked.
He just said it was too long. Wow, that was looking good from Chandler.
Yeah, that was-
Unfortunately, it catches.
Catches the last little thing on the right there. It was turning up. Could have been a great drive. Kyle still trying to find that rhythm a little bit. Yeah, good kick on that second.
Chandler trying to get aggressive with his forehand.
Yep.
Ooh.
This hole, it can get nasty when you try to do too much. It's a hard, almost 90-degree turn to the right after this initial length.
Yeah, it's almost like 2 fairways that are lined up parallel to each other, and you gotta go from one to the other one. So that little turn right there is
Yeah, it's
very tricky.
It's a little bottleneck mouth, and then kind of opens
Yeah.
up to a sloped green. Chandler looking up to the skies, down to the ground, and back up to the skies.
Yeah, you can't really tell from this angle, but he has a very, very small window of throwing over all the rough. There's no fairway to where he's aiming right now. And very, very far back there is the basket.
That was a
That
really
was a great shot.
yeah. He's gonna have a look to save par.
This is Freddie's second shot.
Yeah, that one it looked like he didn't have much and just caught the disc on a really vertical angle, looking to get skinny through a gap. And Kyle not getting a good kick. Was gunning for that
Yeah,
three.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was a layup.
Oh, there you go.
That was your glow
I was
bird.
laying up. That was a layup for sure. But
Yeah.
Freddie, I'm getting that three. That was a nice shot from Kyle. Good recovery.
Yeah, forehand roller. The last resort for many.
Chandler just a little too much height.
He was just too far away to be able to solidly give that a run, and that would have been awesome to see him save that from that crazy shot. And Freddie completely airmails that. Man,
You hate to see it from such a great drive, but much more in store for Freddie on this round.
he's frustrated with taking a well, and he's gonna clean up for Chandler. Same with Kyle. All right, we're gonna go to hole 15.
Yeah, this is kind of an iconic hole coming up here. It's almost like a little patch of fairway amidst the woods. A lot of green grass running through here. It's pretty wide open once you get up in here, but pull mine a little right and get a pretty far kick to the left. Less than ideal, but I get what I deserve. It wasn't a great shot.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more scenic, beautiful holes in the course with the fairway that's just slightly wider than some of the other ones.
No trees.
It really makes you want to unleash.
Yeah, definitely. And Chandler's doing just that here. Playing a disc with a lot of turn.
That was a smash.
Yep, and he knows that right side, if you get up there further enough, it actually opens up a good forehand. So
Yeah, it's
He-
a good
yeah.
angle for the approach.
for sure. A little tree ghost limb kick and gonna be right there with me on the left side. I'm just trying to get it down there to get a 4. I'm not trying to get a 3 at this point.
I see.
Yeah. I should have, 2 gaps here, and I kind of find the middle of both of them, and just, it's a good kick, so.
Yeah, I mean, could have been way worse.
Yeah. Kyle put in a pretty good move on that one, but another one of those high ghost limbs, catch the disc and propel him away.
Unforgiving ghost limbs. Wow, that was great. What a great forehand roller. Oh, going out of focus slightly, but we could see still that was such a great move from that position being so low. What did you throw there?
That was a Globerg, and
That was a Glober.
Yeah.
That was nice.
yeah, I caught that last one, but probably just around the circle's edge. And Chandler having to do a interesting straddle, but still has his forehand.
Yeah, Chandler's forehand is so powerful that he doesn't even need to have full
Oh,
stance. Look at
Val
that.
gets his 2.
Very close.
Freddie in the thick of it.
I know, I was going to say Freddie from the jungle. Let's see what he can muster up here. He was running it.
Yeah, a little bit of a drop off can leave a little tester putt on this hole. It's been known to be a birdogey hole if you're not careful.
Kyle's not too far from the basket from there. Totally makeable putt. That was really close. Really close.
Yeah, I'm really not looking to cart a bogey late in the round here. Especially this hole's got to be averaging one of the easier holes. Probably take almost all my 30 seconds there, but give my 4 and
That's okay.
move on.
We won't put the timer on you. Wow, Freddie missing that putt. That seemed like shorty, and that's probably the second or third time that we've seen Freddie spit out like that in one of those short putts. It's very unfortunate. Looks like Chandler maybe was getting the sunlight in his eyes.
This is a tough forehand hole. Really got to keep the disc straight, which is harder to do with, like I was saying, with those faster discs. But Chandler's really puts a nice move here. Yep, that's picturesque.
Perfectly done. Great shot from Chandler.
Yeah, you can kind of miss on the right if you want, or you can just jam it up that left side gap. Here I tell myself, throw something flippy, throw it on that left side gap, and let it stand up.
Yeah, there's a lot of room on the right side. You're right. Once you get past that initial gap, it really opens up. That's not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I was pretty satisfied with that.
And Kyle's showing us a little bit of that right side space. Although he bounces back into the left side fairway, he's also going to be left with a similar putt, maybe a little bit further away from you. And Freddie with the backhand. This is tracking nice.
Yeah, he gives a good height there and just checks up.
That was good shot. Yeah, it seems like a pattern that after Freddie makes a mistake on a previous hole, the next hole he goes ahead and just laces one.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very close from Kyle actually. Hits the rim and stays right there.
It's probably gonna be a whole nother 30 seconds in this one here. Oh, all right, good. We got go magic of editing, and you know, I didn't really know where I was at here. I knew it was coming down to it. I've been playing pretty good, and I think this is right about now is when I looked at the scores and seeing Emerson and I were tied up. So I'm trying to like be able to know where you're at and still just play to the game plan is a big thing. So getting overly aggressive when you could look back and say, oh, if I just played it safe there, you know, it's a super important thing to be able to do. Especially going into the hardest hole of the course, maybe the second hardest hole, hole 17 here.
Yeah, this hole 17 is kind of a beast.
Yeah.
Really lives up to its name. It's almost like a U-shaped hole. It's so far to the right, and it just keeps turning right.
You don't think it's that right off the tee until you play the hole about 7 times, and every single disc you throw is just left. So you have to just keep missing more right than you think. But
Chandler with a kind of a misfire there.
I was really surprised to see Chandler throw a putter off the tee here on a forehand because, you want to get down there. I don't know. Didn't make the most amount of sense, but who am I to question? Maybe he's playing for a 4 there at this point, but I get a little fortunate again on that left side with a kick back to the fairway. Freddie lighting up the same forehand.
Yeah, we saw this Mexico disc earlier, and again laces one. It's a good disc for him. Kyle's gonna go backhand here. Something flippy.
All right, that's turning up. Man, he's hit a lot of these just barely ghost limbs on the high ceiling. He's had a lot of really close to being good shots and a few earlier late releases, but he's maintained a good attitude for sure.
Little patent
That was
pending
pretty
backhand.
quality. Yeah, it fought through the left side a little bit there. And Chandler caught up in this as well and looking to just play a safe shot, it looks like. Yep. Get him down there. Hopefully he can save his four is what he's thinking from there. This is where I was like, yeah, I'm glad I know the scores because I'm not going to try to get a 3 on this hole. Or I'm not going to try to park it. I might try to make a far putt. And
So you're more concerned about having a nice shot down the fairway.
yeah,
and
I'm
staying
trying to
in the
get up on
middle.
this upper shelf.
Yeah.
Just get on the upper shelf. And I like to release on a lot of hyzers, so I picked a disc that'll stand up just a little bit there. That was a K1 Gold.
Nice.
And just got up there, so.
That was a good shot.
Freddie, yeah, it's just left a little bit left and high.
He covered a lot of distance.
Yeah, he's going to have it maybe make some work.
Yeah, he's going to be in there. All right, Chandler. Okay.
Up on the upper shelf, a little right. That was a pretty great shot from there.
Had a lot of action after.
Yeah, we'll see if
Yeah.
he's close. It might be hard to tell. Kyle, that was one of the first forehands we've seen from him today.
Yeah.
And it was pretty steamy out of the release, just a little bit. He hit the one you had to miss.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But let's see if he can recover on this next shot. And it was forward motion, but he's still going to be in the rough.
Freddie from, I want to say about, it's hard to see here, but being there in the past, I want to say it was about 90 feet.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, asking him to move this big log.
Yeah, that big log, he moves it. And here comes his putt.
That was
He
maybe 70
hands
feet.
it.
That's a great
Wow.
putt, yeah.
Incredible stuff from the legend, the Mexican, Freddie Meza. That was awesome. I'm pretty sure that everybody in the park heard us yelling about this putt. It's too bad that Freddie missed so many easy putts because otherwise he'd also be in contention right up there with you.
Definitely. He just a couple of those holes just got away from him on the short end of the green. Couldn't follow it up, but
That's
Not-
okay.
yeah.
Just like you were saying, playing for 4 on this hole is pretty smart. Smart golf, especially once you know what the scores and what the situation is. That was very
Yeah.
close from Chandler too. Very easy finish. Good job. And everybody's gonna clean up hole 17, and just like that, we're heading into the last hole.
yeah,
It's gonna see some fist bumps from the friends.
yeah, we got a couple spectators out now that finish up the rounds. A couple players coming out to see how this is finishing up. Emerson still got 17 to play. It could be a 3, it could be a 4, it could be a 5, it could be a 6. So I really don't know what to expect here. I think I have a stroke on these guys here, at least 1 or 2. I'm thinking birdie. That's all I'm thinking.
Nice, nice.
Oh, I'm also thinking miss left because if you miss right here, you can miss a Mando. You can take a 5. I've taken 5s on this hole. Missing the Mando, it's not fun. So Freddie doesn't care about missing anywhere because he just hearts it.
Yeah, straight down the middle. Huge shot.
That was a great shot.
He's going to be left with an easy up and down towards the basket.
Yeah, this was also one of the first times of the day I threw this disc, so I really didn't want to pull over too right. And
What is it?
that's a Halo Wraith, but it's a flippier one that I have.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just leave it a lot of hyzer, a lot of left, and I end up kind of flirting with that OB over there, but stop just.
Continue to sweat a little bit.
Chandler looking to get big here. You can get pretty far down here throwing this forehand straight up the gut. And a lot of anhyzer out of the hand. That looks great.
That was a good angle, yeah.
Wow.
Smashed. Holy crap. That's so far down the fairway.
Yeah, I think he might be putting.
Yeah, definitely. Long putt, long look for the eagle there. Kyle finding those trees in the middle of the fairway. He's not going to miss a man, though, but he's still a pretty long ways from the basket now. Oh, he chooses a very flippy disc for that second shot.
Yeah, that was made a little high, pulled over on it.
Here comes his third shot. Approach towards the basket.
Probably about 23 feet away. This one's probably about 150 feet away. Just trying not to make it any more complicated than it is. Throw it out left with an overstable disc.
What a great finish.
Yep. And
Make it easy. No stress on the
I
putt.
will tell you, walking up that putt, those 12 feet look about at least 20 feet.
yeah. I believe that. And like we said, Chandler getting so far down the fairway that he's able to just kind of jump putt it. And he was pretty close to that eagle. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really close.
Kyle closing it down. Good putt. Had a lot of
Very good
struggles
putt.
off the tee today, but still showing great composure.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they don't have their best out there, they can kind of bring down the group as a whole, and it's never fun when that happens, and Kyle really showed some good sportsmanship there.
And with this putt, I don't know if you know
Yeah.
this, but you are going to be 2 strokes in front of Emerson Keith with 1 hole to play.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where I was at. I just was happy to put it in, and Chandler and Freddie here also tapping out their birdies, and we're going to sit by the PDJ live scoring and wonder what's good. So Emerson, I believe I find out here in a minute, takes a 5 on hole 17. So he's looking to get a 2 on this next hole. And everybody knows that this hole has been 2'd a lot of times. Cole Montgomery 2'd this hole to win it in WACO in 2021, I believe it was. And Emerson definitely has the power to get there. I'm sure he's 2'd it before. So nobody knows at this point.
Absolutely. You can see Kyle counting strokes there and everybody making sure what the scorecard is.
Yep,
And this
there it
is what
is.
the final results are. And Luke Samson taking down first B tier of the year.
Yeah.
How do you feel, man?
I felt great, yeah. It's nice to have the hard work pay off. You know, I've been starting up early, and I'm just looking to keep it rolling, really, what it is. So it was a good time, and I'm glad that y'all were able to come out and videotape it, and I'm really grateful for that.
Awesome, man. Well, 1065 rated round, no bogeys. Let's see what you had to say to Luke.
All right, I'm here with 2023 Straddle the Brazos champion, Luke Samson. Was that a 12 under round? Coming in hot to take it from Chase Card, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How does that all feel?
It felt good. Practice been paying off. I started the off season right now, and I know most people haven't even got theirs going yet. And I've been lifting with. I know momentum is something that is real when you kind of let it be, and I'm just trying to keep it rolling. So I've been playing as much as I can and trying to stay hungry.
You took down a huge Silver Series win to start the offseason. Now you back it up with a win, a B tier to start the 2023 season. Man, that's a pretty good start. It's reminiscent of Kevin Jones 2020. He won a couple B tiers in Arkansas and then springboarded himself into a tour champion. What do you think you have in store for yourself here in 2023?
I'm a very superstitious person. All I can say for 2023 is I'm giving my all.
Yeah.
And I know that I have what it takes. So
Right on.
I'm gonna give my all.
What do you want to say anything to me?
Mom and Dad, Casaplast, I love y'all. Everybody that supports me, I really appreciate it. Everybody that's bought a disc off my website, it really goes a long way. And anybody that comes up to me, I had a bunch of kids following, watching today. That's really big. I love seeing that and interacting with that. That's what I like to think the most.
A true man of the people. Congratulations, Luke Samson.
Thank you.